assessment for term 4, starting today. As you know, term 4 is looking to be a very short term, right? So within the first 2 to 3 weeks, we are going to be having drama assessments, which means you're going to have to use all the time available to you to prepare for this. Number 1, it is a group activity. Okay? So we can all breathe a sigh of relief. Right? Okay? There will not be any standing up alone unless you choose to be absent. Then I cannot say much for you if you choose to be absent on the day of the assessment. You will have to be assessed alone. Okay? But let's leave that aside, right? I'll be able to give you the date of your assessment in the next lesson, okay? So, we're going to be looking at creating something from scratch, okay? Creating a performance from the very beginning, okay? So what we're looking at is what we call performance poetry. So when I say performance poetry, the first thing that you hear is, poem, okay. And the second thing you hear is, perform, okay, right? So clearly you're going to be performing some sort of poem. But in today's lesson, we are going to begin by writing that poem from scratch, okay? So I've got a format on my board that we're going to be looking at. It's going to be a short poem. It's going to be a simple poem. So my format looks at the title, okay? Name your poem. You can write your whole poem and name it at the end if you want to, okay? Then it says one word. So your first line of your poem is just one word. Now obviously it's your opening line. You've got to make an impact. It's got to be something exciting, something that gets your audience's attention, right? Okay. Your second line is only 2 words. Your third line, 4. Your fourth line, 8. Your fifth line, 4. Sixth line, 2. And last line, 1 word. So your beginning and your end, you've got to make an impact with both. So you've got to choose that single word very carefully. Okay? So it's 1, 2, 4, 8, 4, 2, 1. It's going to make sort of like a diamond shape when you're done writing. Okay? And you have to stick to that word count. I am going to be looking at that. I'm going to be marking on that first and foremost, and then on your performance. So now you might say to me, but Miss Hayden, there are so many things we could write about. Like, how do we choose? I'm going to give you a theme. Yay! Yes. And I'm going to say to you, under that theme, we're going to discuss the theme so that you kind of have an idea of what I'm looking for. And then under that theme, you're going to pick one of something that relates to it. Okay? So let's look at the 2 things I'm looking at. Right? So the first one is something we experience quite often. We hear about it a lot, and you have all the information for this. It's environmental issues. Okay? Simple, straightforward. Environmental issues, things that we experience that harm or hurt the environment. For example, litter. What else? Chloe. Air pollution. Nalenke. Water pollution.
Sound pollution.
Noise pollution. Sound pollution. I taught you this last year. Landfills, yes, okay. Dumping. We also look at land pollution. Litter would come under that. Or you could simply say all types of pollution. You can talk about littering. You can talk about animal cruelty, okay? Hurting the animals. Anything to do with the environment. So that's theme number 1. It's not the only theme I've chosen. I've chosen another theme, okay? This one is called social issues. ladies, are things we deal with every day. They are things we come into contact with. We don't even really, realize it, because maybe it doesn't happen to us, but it happens to our friend. Social issues are where you and another person can't see eye to eye. Social issues include things like bullying, okay? Things like friendship issues, arguments, fights, that kind of thing, okay? Socializing. You with me? Okay, so the themes that I've chosen are pretty much broad. You can pretty much pick anything under them. Okay? You with me?